Hello, welcome to PSU Employees Home Build. I am Dr. Anju Meena, founder of PSU Employees Home Build. We have worked with hundreds of PSU employees and families across India, helping them make calm, structured, and well-informed real estate decisions. At PSU Employees Home Build, our mission is simple: to help PSU employees understand real estate with clarity so they can make confident decisions without pressure or confusion. Now let's talk about today's topic. Let's begin.
Hello there. If you're a professional working in the PSU sector and you either own a rental property or are thinking about it, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to cut through all the complexity and just offer a straightforward, simple way to think about managing it all. Think of it as a guide from one professional to another. Okay, let's get into it. You know, most of us get into property with a pretty clear dream, right? We're looking for that stable rental income, a little extra financial cushion, and maybe most of all, some real long-term security for our families. And on paper, it looks like a perfect plan. Your salary comes in, the rent comes in, and you build stability, step by step. But then the deal is done. The papers are signed, and a whole new reality can start to set in. The reality of actually managing the property. And sometimes that very asset that was supposed to bring you peace of mind, it starts to feel like a source of, well, after-hours stress. Now, this stress, it almost never comes from one single big disaster. No, it's more like a slow accumulation of small, repeating problems. I like to call them small frictions. These little things that one by one can really start to wear you down. It usually starts with something simple, like the rent. It's a few days late. Okay, no big deal. Then it's a week late. Now it requires a phone call, maybe a text message, just a little reminder. It's a small friction, but it's there. And then something breaks. A tap starts leaking. So who's responsible for that? Is it just normal wear and tear, or was it misused? That little bit of confusion over who should fix it, and more importantly, who should pay for it, yep, that's another point of friction. You know, a lot of these issues really boiled down to agreements that were maybe a little too vague, or worse, they were just verbal agreements. When things aren't written down in black and white, misunderstandings are pretty much guaranteed to happen. It's another friction just waiting to pop up. So you add all of these little things up, and what do you get? Constant calls. You've just finished a long day at the office. You've been in meetings, you've written reports, you've dealt with your own work. And the absolute last thing you want is to come home and handle tenant issues that probably could have been avoided in the first place. It's really easy at this point to start thinking, you know what? Maybe it's the tenant, or maybe I just bought the wrong property. But what if the problem isn't the property at all? What if it's something else entirely? And this brings us right to the heart of what we're talking about today. It's a really simple, but honestly, a really powerful shift in how you look at things. And it can completely change your experience as a landlord. Here's the key idea. Your rental income isn't just an investment outcome that comes from buying a good property. It's an operational outcome. What does that mean? It means your income flows directly from the day-to-day process you use to manage it. You could have the best property in the world, but with a poor process, it's going to underperform. So let's be super clear. The problem usually isn't the property. The problem is the lack of a clear management system, a structure that's actually designed to prevent and handle all those small recurring frictions we were just talking about. And you know what? Here's the best part. As a PSU professional, you are uniquely, and I mean uniquely, prepared to solve this. Believe it or not, you already have the skills you need. Let's talk about why. Just think about your day job for a second. You work in a world that is built on process, documentation, and timelines. These aren't new ideas to you at all. They're literally the foundation of your entire professional life. These professional qualities you have, they are your secret weapons. Your stable career gives you the headspace for long-term thinking. You already have the discipline to follow a set process. And your work has taught you the kind of patience you need to make slow, steady improvements. These are incredibly powerful assets for managing a property. To put it as simply as I can, the structural way of thinking that makes you so effective at your job is the exact same skill set you need for effective, low-stress rental management. You're already equipped for this. Okay, so how do we actually apply these skills? Let's map it out. We'll look at a clearer path by comparing two very different ways of managing things. So on one side, you've got the reactive way. This is where you're relying on verbal chats, the rules are kind of fuzzy, and you only really talk when there's a problem. This just creates friction. But on the other side, you have the structured way. Here, you have a clear written agreement, defined due dates for rent, everything is documented. This brings clarity and just cuts down on misunderstandings.
And the result of using that structured approach? It's really simple. When your system is clear, the whole experience just gets smoother. When expectations are defined for everyone, misunderstandings fade away. And when your process is structured, your rental income becomes what you always wanted it to be, stable and predictable.
So the path forward isn't some huge, complicated project. It's actually guided by 3 very simple, calm principles. First, just observe how you're doing things now and be patient with it. Second, improve it gradually, one small thing at a time. And third, make your decisions based on your process, not on emotion. You know, when it's all said and done, everything we've talked about really comes down to this one single truth. Your property is going to perform better when its operations are managed thoughtfully. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Take a look at how you manage your property today and ask yourself, is your process, or maybe your lack of one, is it truly serving the investment that you worked so hard to make? The power to change that entire experience, well, it's already in your hands.
Thank you for watching PSU Employees Home Build. Our mission is to help PSU employees make calm, clear, and confident real estate decisions through structured guidance and real understanding. If you found this video helpful, you may share it with your PSU colleagues so they can also benefit from the right information. You can also explore more videos on our channel designed specifically for PSU employees. And if you haven't already, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to PSU Employees Home Build. I am Dr. Anju Meena, wishing you clarity, stability, and confidence in your real estate journey.